Hi, this is Car Guy 11. Today I'm in my 2015 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk. It's been a year since I purchased it in March of last year, and I wanted to give you a review of 1 year of ownership. So I traded in my Audi A4 Quattro sedan in for this vehicle, and quite honestly I was a little concerned about going to an SUV after being in a sportier car. Now, of course, the handling is not as good or power, but to be honest, I'm really happy with this vehicle. I'm very impressed by it. It's a very, very refined quality vehicle. Now, to go over what I ordered, and I have many videos on my channel, so please check out the Jeep playlist on Car Guy 11. I ordered the Trailhawk version, which is the off-road version, the V6 engine and tow package, convenience package, which gives you power tailgate, auto climate, keyless entry, keyless start, many others, everything power. So that's pretty much a must-have option. Also have the navigation system, the cold weather package, which gives you the heated seats and heated steering wheel, which I really wanted. Oh, the convenient package also gives you a remote start, which is very convenient in the winter as well. So that's a rundown of the options I've got. So 1 year of ownership. Like I said, I'm very happy with this vehicle. The power is nice with the V6. I'm happy with it. It's definitely adequate. It's not a sports car, of course, but it's a nice power plant. Handling very well for an SUV. It took a little bit of getting used to coming from the car, but with these knobby tires, it's a Trailhawk with the knobby tires, it does very well. Steering is very well. Brakes are excellent. And like I said, the ride itself is very refined and quiet and smooth. And with the off-road suspension and tires, that's pretty impressive. The vehicle overall fits my needs. With, like I said, the off-road, I did take it off-road, so check out that video. I do some biking. It has the tow package for my bike rack. Very cool. It's just the right size for me for items in the back. It has the power tailgate. No problem fitting things in. And the look, the styling, I'm happy with it. I know some people don't like the Cherokee styling, but I really like it. It's rugged. It's rugged looking, and it's pretty nice balance of practicality with that rugged look, and it gets you a decent ride handling and fuel economy for a SUV. So, what problems or issues have I run into in a year of ownership? Not many, to be honest. Very minor things, and I don't even really want to go into them because a lot of those videos get a lot of hate, but I will quickly. The start button, it's a push button and it's plastic, and the edges have peeled a little, so I got that replaced. And the driver's side mirror also was rattling slightly over bumps, so I had that replaced. But like I said, I take advantage of my warranties. I don't shy away from minor things, and they take care of you, so why not while it's under warranty? Other than that, things that I'm not in love with, that really are traits of the vehicle and can't be fixed. To start, the 9-speed automatic transmission. It's okay. It shifts pretty quickly, but it's not the smoothest transmission. So definitely there are smoother transmissions out there. I don't know. There are software updates pretty often, and it keeps getting better, but it's still not my favorite transmission. The other thing that bothers me about it, when you come to a stop, and if you're not completely stopped, it pretty much stays in third gear. Doesn't downshift to second or first unless you're completely stopped. So it'll start out in third, and if you give it a little more gas, it'll kick back into second, and it jolts you. So that's probably the worst part of the transmission. Otherwise, I don't mind it having all those gears, because it does loaf around below 2,000 RPM, which is fine. Now, ninth gear, you have to be going 80 miles an hour to get to ninth gear, but so that's a little excessive. But like I said, the main thing is the starting off, the downshifting. I'm not thrilled with, but hopefully there will be another software update that will help out those issues. Another thing I don't love about the car, in auto mode of the four-wheel drive system, it is pretty much a front-wheel drive vehicle. It will go into four-wheel drive when the front starts to slip, or under certain conditions, if it's raining, if it's very cold out below freezing, it will keep the four-wheel drive active. But when it is in front-wheel drive, it will spin the front tires, especially if you're stopped and making, say, a left-hand turn, and it squeals the tires, which I don't I don't like that. I hate front-wheel drive, and when you have a Jeep, people expect four-wheel drive, and to me, that bothers me. So now you can put it into sport mode, that blocks it into four-wheel drive, but to keep it in sport mode, it revs the engine too high, so that's not something I'd like to keep that setting on for fuel economy and just comfort of driving. So I try to put it in if I'm doing city driving. I will put it in sport mode just to keep it in four-wheel drive. But I'll do a little acceleration here. It sounds pretty good for a V6 3.2 liter. And it moves. I mean, it's like not a sports car, but it does move, and I'm pretty happy with the power and the sound of it. It's a quality sound. Better than now this has a 3.2. The 3.6 liter and many of the other Chryslers, I don't think sounds as well. It's more of a coarser, cheaper sounding. This sounds pretty refined and more exotic. So yeah, that part I'm pretty happy with. Okay, so we talked about transmission, talked about four-wheel drive. Fuel economy. Now, it gets decent fuel economy for a four-wheel drive SUV, 4,000 pounds. But I wish it was a little better. I'm getting about 21 miles per gallon when the temperatures are above freezing in day-to-day driving, mostly highway. But when it's cold, below freezing, and that four-wheel drive is locked in, I get around 19. So it's not the best, but I guess it could be worse. I'd like people claim they get mid-20s, but again, I have the Trailhawk, which raises up the vehicle, and worse aero and knobby tires and stuff like that. So it's acceptable, but I wish it was a little better. So another feature I'm not in love with, it has auto stop start. So the engine turns off when you come to a stop. So right now, come to a stop, and the engine turns off. That in itself is not so horrible, but if you're doing a lot of stop and go driving, you don't want that to continue to happen for a very short stop. So there is a button in the cabin that you can you push and it will stay on. So I just push the button to turn itself back on. The problem is, I wish the button remembered the last setting it was at. So if I turn it off and shut off the vehicle, turn it back on, the button goes back to auto and it'll turn the engine off at a stop. I wish it remembered the last setting. It's a minor thing, but I'm getting into the habit of, as soon as I turn the car on, hit the button so that the engine stays on. Now, if I'm at a very long red light, then I manually hit the button, let it shut off, and do its thing. But I wish it did remember the last setting. Other than that, like I said, I love this vehicle. It fits my needs well. Does great in snow, of course. Very comfortable. Is a great daily driver. Has tons of bells and whistles, and I'm planning on keeping it for a while. I don't know if I told you, I have over 18,000 miles on it already in 1 year. So put a lot of miles on. I have a lifetime powertrain warranty that came with the dealer I bought it from. So happy about that. And as long as I own it, I'll have that warranty. So that's a good thing. But all right, yeah, just wanted to give you a little update here. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my past videos on this Jeep and my Corvette, which will be coming out of storage very soon here. It's warming up. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you next time. If you have additional questions about the Jeep or want me to cover something else, please comment below and be sure to subscribe for more.